Okay, so there's this myth in the world of SEO, this persistent idea that's been wasting people's time and energy for years. It's a strategy a ton of people swear by, but here's the kicker. Google itself says it's total fiction. Yep, today we are talking about LSI keywords and why you really need to stop using them.
You've heard this before, right? It's been preached as SEO gospel forever. The idea that to hit page 1, you absolutely have to find these special, semantically related keywords and just sprinkle them all through your content.
But what if I told you that Google, the very company we're all trying to rank on, has come out and flat out said, yeah, we don't do that? What if LSI keywords are a total myth? That's exactly what we're going to unpack right now.
All right, let's get right to the good stuff. In this first part, we are going to cut through all the noise, separate the fact from the fiction, and go straight to the source to see what Google has to say about this whole thing.
And there it is, black and white. Google's own people have said, crystal clear, that they do not use a technology called Latent Semantic Indexing. So wait a second, if the entire foundation of this strategy is built on something Google doesn't even use, why is everybody still talking about it?
Well, to understand why this myth just won't die, we've got to jump in a time machine. Because the confusion here isn't just some small misunderstanding. It actually comes from a massive technology gap between some tech from the 1980s and the insane AI we have today.
So what even is LSI? Well, it's a real technology, don't get me wrong, but it was developed back in the 80s. Its whole purpose was to analyze static, totally unchanging sets of documents. Think of it like a digital library card catalog. It was never, ever designed for the messy, chaotic, always changing world of the internet.
And this right here really puts it all in perspective. I mean, just think about it for a second. LSI was built to just match words in a small, fixed library. Google's AI today, it has to understand the intent behind billions of searches all across an internet that changes every single second. It's like comparing a pocket calculator to a quantum supercomputer. They're not even in the same league.
See, Google doesn't need to just count synonyms anymore. It's using these incredibly powerful AI systems like BERT and neural matching to understand context, nuance, and all the subtle ways we use language. It's not just matching words, it's figuring out what you actually mean. Okay, so this is where it gets a little confusing, right? If LSI is a total myth, does that mean we should just stop using related concepts and synonyms? I mean, wouldn't that just make our content sound robotic and weak? No way, absolutely not. In fact, it's the exact opposite. And to explain why, we need a totally new way of thinking about this, something that's way more intuitive than chasing some fake keywords. Let's call it the pizza principle.
Let's ask a really simple question. If you write an article and you claim it's the ultimate guide to pizza, how does Google's fancy AI figure out if you actually have any idea what you're talking about?
The answer is so much simpler than you'd think. Google's AI isn't checking your article against some secret list of keywords. Nope, it's just looking for the expected ingredients.
Just think about it. If you write a 2,000-word article on pizza, but you never once mentioned cheese or dough or sauce or an oven, well, Google's AI is smart enough to know that you're probably not an expert. These aren't LSI keywords, they're just the core concepts, the basic building blocks that make up the whole topic of pizza.
And that, right there, is what this is all about. This is the real goal. We're not trying to stuff keywords in, we're trying to build topical depth. By including all the ingredients, you cover the subject so completely that the AI has no choice but to see your content as a genuinely authoritative resource.
So, the crucial thing here is the mindset shift. You have to stop trying to sprinkle in magic words to trick a robot. Instead, you've got to focus on writing a comprehensive piece of content that actually truly satisfies a human being's question. If you do that, all the right ingredients will show up naturally.
Okay, so the theory makes sense, right? The pizza principle is pretty straightforward. But how do we actually put this into practice? Let's turn this idea into a clear action plan so we can finally stop chasing those totally meaningless LSI scores.
It's a simple, 3-step strategy you can start using today. Step 1, just stop. Stop using tools that give you an LSI score and stop worrying about it. Step 2, use Google itself. That people also ask section, that is literally Google handing you a cheat sheet of what related topics people care about. That's your outline. And step 3, focus all of your energy on creating the single best, most helpful answer on the entire internet for that topic, period.
So let's just retire that old golden rule. In this modern world of AI, it's not about keywords anymore. The new rule is simple. Context is king. So, as we wrap this all up, if there is just one single thing you remember from this whole explainer, I want it to be this. Stop trying to optimize your content for a machine from the 1980s. Stop writing for robots. Start writing for depth, for completeness, and for the actual person on the other side of the screen. And that brings me to a final question for you. Thinking about your own content, your own website, if you've been stuck in that old keyword mindset, what's the first topic you're going to go back to and add more depth, more ingredients to make it the best possible answer out there?